Welcome to Country Kickback, where you'll hear the latest music from performers you already know and discover new music and artists from around the world. If you have an artist you'd like us to chat with, reach out to the team at countrykickback.com, or you can watch our live videos and more by following us on social media and YouTube. Here is your host, Danny Shaw, with the latest from Country Kickback.
Hello, everybody. Thursday. How's your week been? Mine's been very busy. We've got lots going on this week, so I haven't had much downtime. Hi, Glenda. Hi, Brendan. How are you? It is a great single. I agree. I think a lot of people are loving this one. We've got Jonny Taylor joining us tonight, but before we talk to him, I just wanted to have a chat to everybody. There's so much going on. We've got lots of shows down here this weekend, so we're going to go live from a few places, and hopefully we can catch up with some people over the weekend. But tell us where you are if you're anywhere. If you're anywhere around where there's music, send us your photos. Hi, Beck. I didn't send you the link. Join us. Jump on and get the link and come in and say hi. Thank you for joining. Well, tonight we've got Jonny. We might welcome him into the room. Hi. How are you?
Jenny. How you doing? Good, thanks.
I'm good. We were spending so much time trying to get the link to work that I didn't send it to Beck. So she's in the room watching. She might join us in a little bit. Thank you for coming and talking to us tonight. You've got a lovely new single out. But first time on Country Kickback, so you get the starting question, sorry. I want to know why you went into music and what's your story before all of this?
Good question, actually. I was always interested in music. My older brother was a drummer in a rock band, and he's 9 years older than me, so I kind of always idolized my big bro and wanted to be a rock star like him. And then I sort of took an interest in my dad's guitar when I was a young fella, and then when I was 14, my grandparents gave me a classical guitar for my birthday.
Oh.
And I just thought that was the dorkiest thing in the world, you know. Like, I want to be a rock star, not a classical guitar.
Classical, yeah.
So at 14, I started getting classical lessons because that's what they offered at school, and I just fell in love with it. My teacher was amazing and inspirational, and I fell deep into this world of flamenco and Spanish music. And then, believe it or not, there's sort of a natural progression from there into metal. So, fell into the metal world a little bit, and then found that I couldn't find any good singers to join our band. So I kind of thought I'll have a crack at it, see how it goes.
Oh, why not? Yeah.
So it wasn't until I was about 19 that I actually started singing live in front of people.
Wow. That's How did you go doing that from playing guitar to singing? Was that a nerve-wracking thing?
Yeah, it kind of was, because I'm a pretty anxious kind of guy, and used to get chronic stage fright, like terrible.
Yeah.
Even in front of my parents, I used to have to turn my back to them if I was ever going to sing a song. But it was a natural thing, and that was the Perth music scene, which has always been relatively healthy in terms of original music. And I just had so much angst and anger that I needed to get out. So I was scraping myself in this metal band, and then I matured and settled down and landed somehow into the country scene.
Is that where you're going to stay? Is that your plan?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's been 10 years now, so I'm too old and lazy to try anything different, I think.
Becca's popped in. She said, as well as impressive music, you've also got impressive hair.
Oh, Beck, I actually didn't. I have to be honest. I didn't realise the nature of this interview. I thought it was just going to be a phone interview, and I've been working here. This is a word of warning for anyone watching: is that I've been installing acoustic panels in the town hall here. Hence, I've got this beautiful black curtain background because I'm on stage. So I've got paint all over my clothes, and I haven't shaved or anything. So I apologise.
This is you. With the true form. This is not the stage you. This is the out of performing. Yep. Kayleen has also popped in, and she said, "Hi, Jonny. How's life in WA, and do you still live there?"
Hi, Kayleen. Yeah, I do. Yeah, we're in a little country town out in the wheat belt now called Cookeran, which is about 4 hours southeast of Perth. Population of about, I don't know, 100 maybe.
Oh, wow. Very
Yeah,
small.
it's pretty cozy. Yeah, we bought a rural property, so we're living on a farm with 100 sheep and my 7 horses, and
Oh, wow.
that's life.
That's
Yeah.
life. The rest is just, on the road when you can at the moment, I guess. That's the hard part.
Yeah, and I'll believe it when I see it. When I'm sitting on the plane, I'll believe that that's actually happening.
Yes. Well, you've done a little bit in WA recently, and that's where you wrote this song "Hippie Dress." So tell us about writing that.
It was born on a tour bus with Adam Brand. I went up just by a series of events and friends of friends. I ended up doing a support slot for him up in a little town called Kew in the middle of absolutely nowhere. And we kind of spent a couple of days of him showing Nicole, my wife, and I around his gold mine, his claims.
Yeah.
So we were, in like 40-degree heat. We were just out scratching around in rocks trying to find crystals and whatever. And
Did you find anything? Did you find anything?
No gold, but plenty of interesting rocks, and I'm big into that sort of thing. So.
Oh, good.
And he obviously saw this connection between Nicole and I, and saw how natural she is as a person, and she was getting around in this hippie dress. And I think he kind of took a bit of a shining to her. So yeah, on the bus drive home, I was at the back of the bus trying to say it everyone's way, and Brandy was driving. He goes, "Oh, Johnny, bring a guitar. I've got a song idea." And that was that. So he basically started writing a love song for my wife, and I just joined in.
That's great. Oh dear. So as you said to me earlier before we went live, it is different to what you normally do. And it's not something that I think a lot of people would expect. Have you had much comment around that? Have people noticed the change?
Yeah, big time. It's been a big talking point, and it's a really positive thing. And I was kind of nervous about it because, to be completely honest, the upbeat, positive stuff isn't what comes naturally to me. And I've always admired people that can do that, because we all know that songwriters tend to be broody and sing about their heartbreaks and their troubles. Yeah. So I was really excited, and the whole time when I was sitting there writing with Brandy, we're coming up with all these stupid cliches, and even that one lyric in there that says, "Give a moonshine, dandelions, and birds with broken wings." And I was like, the thing is, I don't like the moonshine line because it's so cliche in country music. But I may or may not have the moonshine still in my shed, so let's go with it because it's authentic and it's real.
Yep.
So it was really cool to just embrace it, just lean into it. I thought, man, if I'm ever going to write a country rock song, an upbeat one, Adam Brand's the guy to do it with.
Yeah, exactly right. He's had experience and knows exactly how to do that. Have you performed it together yet?
No.
Has he done it with you anywhere? You haven't done that?
No, because it actually started off as this almost like a Hawaiian type thing. It was really funky. I could hear like ukuleles and stuff in my head when we were writing it. And I was going, oh boy, this is so unnatural. It's not even funny. And he actually pushed me. He was like, well, keep going, man. You can Jonny Taylorize it later.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what happened. Once I get in the studio, I've got guitar amps and electric guitars. I'm like, ooh, here we go.
Yes. Yeah.
So it changed a lot from what it was when we were sitting in the front of the bus. But it was. I was at a point there where I hadn't released any new material for 3 years. Yeah. I was like, well, let's see where this goes, and we'll figure it out. Yeah.
So before writing Hippie Dress and releasing this, have you been writing and doing things ready for new music? What have you been up to?
Heaps. Yeah, heaps. And interesting, it's so far detached from Hippie Dress. I've been writing a heap of songs that I've planned to put together a body of work called From the Edge or From the Corner. It's just something dark. Because I have all these super, super deep songs and stories that I feel in my soul that I need to get out. Yes. But I haven't felt there's really a place for them commercially because, they're tearjerkers.
Yes.
So yeah, the short answer is yes, I had been creating a lot of music, but nothing that felt right. I was feeling some sort of universal resistance to stop me from putting anything out or recording anything professionally.
Yeah.
And then when Hippie Dress came about, I was like, this is momentum. It's natural. I'd only known Brandy for a couple of days before this happened, and I thought there's a flow that I need to follow here.
Why not? It's meant to be.
Maybe we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you've got a film clip. Tell us about that.
That was the cheapest. It was very enjoyable to shoot. Actually, I literally shot it on my iPhone.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
we did. I went through this whole period of debate about 12 months ago. Do I buy a flash camera and start looking at doing music videos myself, or just get a phone that that looks okay? So we did that. Yeah. So and we were kind of brainstorming. Nicole and I were brainstorming about what the storyline should be. And I was like, let's not even make a storyline. Let's just shoot shots of us doing what we do on the farm.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
And that's why we decided to keep that little segment in of the car not starting, having to jump start it, because I was like, that is just so us.
Did it take you a long time to do that, doing it yourself?
No, we shot it across like a day and a half, the footage, and then I edited it myself, and that's a pretty long process because I don't love sitting in front of the computer, so it takes a fair bit of discipline to sort of sit there and crunch through it.
I'd get someone else. You do this. I couldn't stand to do that.
So many times I had the phone in my hand going, I have to outsource somebody to deal with this for me.
Yeah, but you did it. You did it. It's out and you did it.
Yeah.
Glenda said that she loves the clip and it's really organic.
Hey, Glenda.
And Jan has popped in to say hi. There's so many people in the room tonight saying hi. I think it sounds like a lot of people are really enjoying this song. So what are your plans? I know it's really hard to say, but have you got any shows at all coming up, whether they're local shows or anything?
I do, and you asking me this has reminded me that I need to put them on my website. Yeah, I do. I'm heading to Music in the Mulga in May.
Oh, yes.
In North Queensland.
Awesome.
At the start of May, I've got recording time booked in the Gold Coast, and then July we've got Country on Great Keppel Island.
Yes, that's exciting.
And outside of that, I'm just doing a bit of session work for James Blundell and Tanya Kernigan here and there around WA this weekend and Queensland in August. And so
you've got to be it. You're getting back into it.
Yeah. Well, like I say before, I'll believe it when I'm sitting on the plane, because last year, I think it was like by the 5th time I had to cancel a flight, I was just like, I'm gonna give it up. I'm not even going to bother anymore.
Yeah, that's so frustrating. But you've got your horses, you've got your farm. You had plenty, obviously, to keep you entertained by the sound of it.
Absolutely, it gave me an opportunity to build the house, which I just wouldn't have had the time to do if I was on the road.
See, that's good. Is it finished?
Oh, no, I don't think it ever will be. It's going to be one of those projects. Because already I'm like, I could probably put a 3rd floor balcony on this thing. So,
oh my gosh! In your spare time.
Yeah, with all my spare money.
Yeah, the money you're making when you're out on the road that you're not on the road yet. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, so it's not finished because we haven't financed it through a bank. So we're just trying to deal with it when we've got a bit of time and cash flow, which I never seem to have any of.
I'm hearing you. If you find out how to get that to happen, let me know, please.
Likewise, please, Danny.
Yeah, deal. I have got a comment there, but I can't see what it says. All the creativity with your house and now new music is awesome. That is. So where can people find Hippie Dress and your other music? Have you got hard copies of anything? Where can people find things?
Yeah, I do. I have hard copies which are available to purchase through my website, but also the obvious place these days is Spotify and Apple Music and all those.
All the regular.
All the regular ones that are bleeding us dry, but also giving us exposure. So,
yes.
But everything is searchable through Facebook and Google and whatever, but the catch is there's no H in Jonny. So if you go searching for Jonny Taylor,
that's right. Yes, and it automatically does it. My computer automatically, if you type Jonny, it corrects it. It puts the H in. I don't know why.
Find an African American disco singer?
I didn't Google that. No, I fixed it while I was Googling, but when I was typing your name, it just kept correcting it. I had to keep changing it. It didn't like it. It doesn't like it. So frustrating.
There's a Jonny Taylor, an African American disco singer, I think, from the 70s.
Is he good?
He is good. Yeah, which doesn't help my cause because, like, in terms of the SEO thing. But he also had a song called, I think it was called "I Believe in You" or "I Believe" or something, and I
really?
also had a single called that
Yeah.
about 5 years ago.
Wow.
No end of pain trying to explain that. No, I'm not an African American disco singer.
nobody cottoned on.
So I think we were both probably making each other famous in some extent.
Well, you were building each other's careers right there, spending each other's money. Rick has popped in and he said that it's a fantastic single, Hippie Dress.
Thank you, Rick.
It is actually. Now, merchandise. What have you got merchandise-wise?
Just the regular, just the CDs and the stubby coolers.
Stubby coolers. Nothing can go wrong, especially in WA. One of those that have to come
exactly in. Right. Yeah. I mean, we've looked at all the different things and the sheep tags and all the bits and pieces, but I always think, what would I buy if I was standing at a merch table? And
stubby cooler.
What I want is a cold, dry stubby and a CD. So.
The CD, yep, or a hat in the sun. But you can certainly see the difference. You're in WA and I'm in Tassie I'm all rugged up with my track pants on and my big thick jacket, and you're in WA with your short sleeves. It's definitely showing the difference here.
Yeah, and my stubby shorts, my work shorts, so I dare not stand up in front of the camera.
You wouldn't be wearing those down here today. It's not very warm and nice down here at all.
Well, we just came back from up north, actually. We'd been up, Nicole and I went up to do just a little string of shows, acoustic shows up through Coral Bay, Exmouth, Kalbarri, and some other really hot place. And it was ridiculous, like 40-degree days, 27 degrees at night.
Wow.
And I got home to the farm and had to put a jumper on, and yeah, it's amazing how extreme it can be.
40-degree days, 27 at night. We don't get 27 here through the day.
Yeah.
Now. It's too late now for that. It's way past then. Kayleen said that your hair would look good on a T-shirt. It's a good merchandise.
It is on my T-shirt.
And Karen said that, hi, Jonny, she's loving Hippie Dress as well.
Thank you, Karen.
That is, well, there you go. Some T-shirt ideas and some different merch ideas. I think for me, when I go to a gig, it's if I'm cold, I want a warm jacket to put on. If it's hot, I want a hat and a stubby cooler. They're the go-tos, aren't they, when you're out shopping for merch?
I'm processing speaking.
Yeah, you're processing it. Beck said, hey, I got sunburnt in Tassie. She was here 3-4 weeks ago. I don't know. Time's flying. And Beck was so sunburnt. I did say it was going to get hot, and no one believed me. And she got very sunburnt. Doesn't matter who you are, you get sunburnt in Tassie. You always get sunburnt down here.
I'm at that phase of tan now where I think I'm immune to it.
You reckon? Yeah. Have you been here yet? Have you been down here yet?
Yeah. Far out. That must have been.
When was you last year?
Ages ago.
Yeah. It's time to come again. It's time to come again. And we'll see if we can get sunburnt. I'll get you out on the kayak in the direct sun, and we'll see if we can get you sunburnt.
Oh, you're talking my language. That sounds awesome.
That'll be the challenge. Yeah, that'll be our challenge. Get you sunburnt. We'll get you out camping, and Beck didn't even need to get on the water. She's sunburnt just at the gigs, so she did really well.
It's all well and good if you can score a tan out of it, but there's nothing worse than a burn that's just a burn.
Nothing worse. And Tassie, I don't know. My cousin, she lives on the mainland, and she comes home. She always says, I'm going home to get a tan. And they're like, you're going to Tassie? She goes, yeah, I'm going to get my tan, because that's where I always get a tan. It's funny how people always do that. Thank you so much for joining us. The time goes so quickly when we're having fun. Before we go, Hippie Dress, they can jump on all the socials and all the regular things. So what is your Facebook page?
As in the URL bit?
Yeah, just the regular. It's just Jonny Taylor, not Jonny Taylor Music, is it?
Yes, that is. Just yes, that's well. If you search for Jonny Taylor with no H, it should pop up. And
I
otherwise, think the full URL is Jonny Taylor Music. Yeah.
Yeah, Jonny Taylor. Yeah, I know. I always get confused. Some pages have got music in them, some don't. And you're on Instagram and your website are all the best places to look, and you will get your gigs up, I imagine, very soon. But Keep an eye out. Sounds like you've got more music on the way, so we could have some more for 2021, hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I think the really cool thing, because last year all the plans got scuttled a little bit with COVID and all the rest, but I think having Country on Keppel in July, not that I can guarantee anything, but I think that'd be a really great target to have the next single out by. So get the song
Absolutely.
out, go out and promote it, and yeah.
It's going to be awful, Country on Keppel. What a horrible place to have a festival.
Tropical any mention of a tropical island just sort of makes you want to gag, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. I don't know how you're going to do it. I'm not at all jealous.
It's all work, Jenny, I promise.
It's all work, yeah. No, you're not even going to see the water, let alone, go and enjoy some nice water and nice beverages. They'll all be just all serious stuff, I'm sure.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining me. It's been great chatting with you, and I can't wait to have you back on the show with a new single. Thank you, Beck. I will send you a link in a moment, so hang in there. Thank you again, Jonny. We will see you again very soon.
Thanks so much, Jenny.
All right, guys, we'll be back in a very short while at, I think, 8 o'clock with Adam Brand. So hang in there, and we'll see you very soon. Thanks again. Bye.
Thank you for listening. We hope you've enjoyed today's program. See you next time with the latest with Country Kickback.